Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Watchmen, watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, and you're watching the Watchmen. I am Jack, and I'm joined with my brother Riley, watching this show for the very first time. How's it going, Riley?
Great. Since we recorded last, went to Christmas with my in-laws, and I told them that we were doing this project.
Oh, yeah?
And they, like so many people I have informed about this project, were shocked and disgusted that I hadn't seen this show.
Everyone is, but it's why we're fixing it. So
it's always the same reaction. I have my little glass of apple juice here to keep my blood sugar up.
That's delightful. Well, last time we watched episodes, let's see here, 5 and 6? Yeah, 5 and 6,
Yep.
The King of Omashu and Imprisoned. Did you have any thoughts, any percolations on those episodes you wanted to talk about?
Well, I will say that last time when we were talking, before we watched those episodes, I was saying, like, yeah, I'm ready for some, like, stuff to really hit me, some, like, big doings, you know, like, I'm ready to figure out why so many people check into this show so hard. And I felt like after we watched those episodes, you, Jack, were maybe like, I know that you're ready for some big crazy shit. And like, we'll get there. I know this maybe wasn't that. But when I was talking to my in-laws about doing this project, my brother-in-law was saying that those were the episodes that he remembers being like, oh, this show's like doing something cool. So I thought that was it.
Really could get into sort of the world outside of the main characters, I think. But you've been talking a lot about wanting some more of the lore, really the Avatar specifically. And I think,
well, I'm a mythos guy.
Yeah,
you know.
You're a Tolkien fan. You live in data and information, and I think these next 2 episodes are maybe going to scratch some of those itches a little bit more. So these are a big one. I've been excited for these, actually, because this is our first 2-parter. We sort of had one with the pilot, but that felt different. At least once a season, you'll get these nice 2-part episodes. It's part of why I wanted to do 2 episodes per video, so we can get these stories sort of all at once, and they tend to be bigger, more important lore-wise, and sort of heavier themes, things like that. So
Makes sense.
I think this will be good.
Groove it.
Now, these episodes are titled Winter Solstice, Parts 1 and 2. If we were 1 week earlier on our schedule, Riley, we'd be watching these on the winter solstice. Yeah, so that's
not bad for us.
Thematically appropriate, for sure. Helps us get into the mood. If you're watching this on YouTube, you could be watching this at NIHF.com for full length. For just $5 a month, you can get twice as much show per episode. In general, you do have to provide the show yourself, but won't be.
But we let you know when to start it and stuff, so we can time it out. Jack, can we decide now? We're too deep into this to be deciding this now. But speaking of that, am I saying sound effect, or are you going to?
I mean, something in post? I feel like we're in it. I don't have a better sound effect. You can keep doing it if that's how you want to live your life.
Okay. So that's fine with me. I just didn't know if I was actually making your life harder. Okay, cool.
Until I have a better one, you can keep doing that. I'll let you know once I've automated your job.
Sounds good. Yeah, we'll let you know if you want to watch along with us. Like Jack says, you can join the Nerd Your First community for $5 a month. You get the full commentaries, and we tell you when to start the episodes, so you can watch along with us on Netflix or on your DVDs or on your pirate streaming service of choice.
Yeah, fair enough.
And then you also get access to the Nerd Out, which is a whole other podcast we do. That's just $5 covers everything. So hop in here. Water's warm.
All right, let's get into it.
I am ready.
Let me transition you over to L show.
Yeah, that'd help. I am adding the folders to our Google Drive so I can do social media promotion for these episodes.
All right.
Let's start a media company. That'll be fun, right? Not monotonous. All right, hold on. Logistics done. Ready to watch cartoon. Hit me.
All right.
Only the Avatar, master of all.
Now he looks really old.
But when the world
we haven't talked about that yet.
You mentioned it on one of the first episodes. Like, who is that? old man that they call the Avatar. Is that what people think Aang is gonna be like?
Right. Yeah.
I think that's an interesting question.
Did the ice de-age him?
An avatar.
When the Avatar
Now, we
died,
did see
he's
this.
reincarnated into the next nation in the cycle.
Right.
That's Avatar Roku, the Avatar before me.
We send word to the Fire Lord immediately. The Avatar has returned.
All right.
What a discordant note to begin on.
Very true.
I'll try it.
I figured Aang would try it. That rambunctious little guy.
He can fly, to be fair.
He can fly, which is helpful. Bend the air, even.
Hey, what is that?
It's like a scar.
Hmm.
Why would anyone do this? How could
Well,
I
they're
let
the
this
bad
happen?
guys, Aang.
Hey, you didn't let this happen. It has nothing to do with you.
Yes, it does.
Well, you gotta
It's
get your
the Avatar's job to protect nature.
Avatar powers
But I
going.
don't know how to do my job. Monkey Atsu said that Avatar Roku would help me.
The Avatar before you? He
Hmm.
died over 100 years ago. How are you supposed to talk to him?
I don't know.
The Fire Nation's sort of this, like, background threat, but they haven't decided to actively take them on yet, right? But
Right.
these episodes
Yeah.
sort of deal with them being opposed to the Avatar's mission in a fundamental way.
Gotcha.
Oh, and I don't want to lose him.
I continue to love this guy's style.
Tired, Prince Zuko? You should take your teacher's advice and relax
I agree.
a little. I heated it myself.
Oh, I love that. We've talked about how they can, like, make fire, but him just snooting out steam
Like
is
heat.
very cool.
Yeah. When he was teaching Zuko earlier, he talked about how firebending comes from the breath.
These acorns are everywhere, Aang. That means the forest will grow back. Every one of these
Well,
will be a
unless your
tall
little
oak tree
pet eats them
someday.
all.
And all the birds and animals that lived here.
Are you the Avatar, child? My village
Word.
desperately needs your help.
Oh, I'm not that kind of the Avatar yet. I'm more. Do you have like a funny slide that I can ride on?
can
Maybe?
ride- yeah, I
I'm
can
more
ride
of
a
that
fish.
brand of Avatar.
So, is there something I can help you with?
Yeah, bud.
Not
I think it's
Our village is in crisis. He's our only hope.
related to all the destroyed buildings outside.
A spirit monster comes and attacks our village. Heibai, the black and white spirit.
You need Geralt of Rivia.
As the solstice approaches, the natural world and the spirit world will grow closer and closer until the line between them is blurred completely.
Is that so?
Heibai is already
So, what do you want me to do exactly?
Who better to resolve a crisis between our world and the spirit world than the Avatar himself? You are the great
Is that-
bridge between man and spirits.
Well, there you go.
Right,
Yeah.
That's me.
Hey, great bridge guy.
All of this is checking out for me so far.
Definitely know all of this, and I'm comfortable.
Filling this role for your town.
Maybe whatever I have to do will just come to me.
Yeah.
I think
Sounds
you
like
can
a
do
safe
it, Aang.
way of approaching things. Relatable content.
A meadow ball. I should have known. You startled me, little.
You should have known it was a little mouse.
Seems I've dozed off and missed my nephew's deadline, but it was a very sweet.
You're remarkably chill about probably being abandoned.
This guy has no problems.
Uh-oh.
he's a Fire Nation soldier.
This guy has one problem.
The Dragon of the West, the once great General Iroh. But now, he's our prisoner.
No, I would love it if he just ruins these dudes.
The Dragon of
Would
the
make me-
West.
Make him even cooler to me.
What do you think
Sun is
Spirit's
set.
gonna look like?
Where are you, Heibai? Well,
Hey, by the black and white spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Panda bear.
That'd be cool.
Ooh.
Nope.
Buster Keaton.
That would be much more funny.
You must be the Heibai spirit. My name is...
Way less freaking out than I would be doing, to be fair.
Stop destroying
I
me
feel
for
like
listening.
Aang's got to get his fight on here every once in a while, you know?
Excuse me.
He hasn't really done it yet, and you've mentioned it a few times that it's been
Well,
a source of frustration for you.
he'll be in situations like this, and I just feel like it's pretty obvious that this big Godzilla monster doesn't want to chat it out, you know?
Mm-hmm. I think it's an airbender thing to be very evasive and non-confrontational.
Yeah, no, I get that. And it also just seems like an Aang thing.
Maybe.
But, like,
We'll fight him together, Aang.
I don't want
It's tough to differentiate the two, what with him being the last one and all.
that's true. But see, then his friends get snatched up and took up in the woods.
It's a good point.
Zoom, 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 going through the trees and stuff. Gonna save my friend.
Yeah, where do you think he's
Being
taking him?
Nest. Or Spirit World.
Hmm.
Oh man, they didn't even give him
Where are
any
you taking
undercounts?
We're taking you to face justice.
They did not.
But where specifically?
A place you're quite familiar with, actually.
Ah, the great city of Ba Sing Se.
It was greater than you were, apparently.
I acknowledge my defeat at Ba Sing Se. After 600 days away from home, my men were tired, and I was tired.
How could you? I want to see this place. To know how they couldn't get in there for
Ba Sing
for
Se?
2 years.
Over a 600-day siege? Yeah. It sounds like quite a town.
You should get some rest.
Everything's gonna be okay.
Your brother is in good hands. I would be shocked if the Avatar returned without him.
Katara? Katara, I lost him.
Rough, old man.
But now
The
Aang's
sun
like a
is
ghost.
rising. Perhaps.
Wait, am I transparent?
Spirit world. Appa, hey buddy, I'm right here. But I guess you can't see me.
Yeah, Aang's got a real
It's okay, Appa.
Ebenezer Scrooge thing going here, where he keeps trying to talk to the people who cannot see him.
Avatar Roku, how can I talk to you?
Well, you're in the spirit world, so.
That's not
That's
Sokka.
definitely not Sokka.
Yeah.
No, appears to be like a monster bug. Oh no, is there no air in the spirit world?
Afraid not.
What? You're Avatar Roku's animal guide. Like Appa is to me.
Gotta say, Aang, I feel like Roku had the better sort of ride situation.
I don't think Aang would trade, but yeah, dragons are pretty cool.
No, I agree with that.
What's the problem?
Oh.
Nothing. Actually,
Hmm.
there is a bit of a problem. These shackles are too loose.
Too loose.
It would help me if you would tighten them so they wouldn't shake around so much.
Very well. Corporal,
I'm-
tighten the prisoner's handcuffs.
Guess we can tighten your restraints.
I'm being given far too much air. Someone should choke me. Knights, shoot fire out of your feet, you
And
maniac.
off the cliff.
Is that what Roku wants to talk to me about? A comet? When can I talk to him? It's a calendar, and the light will reach Roku on the solstice. So that's when I'll be able to speak to Roku?
Imagine if they built it just like a few degrees off and they're like, oh, fuck.
Dang. They're in there testing it the first year. Alright, tear it down. We gotta start over.
Thank you, bear statue.
There you go. Stick it back in your body. Be where you need to be by the solstice, baby.
Easy peasy. Oh, and I guess save Sokka.
Yeah, the Sokka situation, you know, kind of to be determined, I guess.
Maybe Roku will help.
Where's Sokka?
I'm not sure.
These dangerous hands must be crushed.
Ooh. No.
Nice.
Oh.
Excellent form, Prince Zuko.
It's 5 against 2. You're clearly outnumbered.
That's true. But you are clearly outmatched.
Hell yeah. This isn't even firebending. This is just playing with chains.
Mm-hmm. Gary practically earthbended them.
Right? Zuko does a lot of kicking.
Yeah, he's a kicky fella, for sure.
Man, why are you hitting yourself?
That's the trouble. Fire's not heavy. You can't drop fire on yourself. Alright, round 2, because it went so well the first time.
Mm-hmm. When you die in a video game and you charge back in, changing nothing about your approach.
Oh, that's like
Oh.
the one building we really don't want him to destroy.
Yeah.
You're the spirit of this forest. When I saw the forest had burned, I was sad and upset. But my friend gave me hope that the forest would grow back.
Hell yeah!
You were right! I do appreciate
and,
the sentimentality, but it feels silly for Aang to explain forests to a nature
To
spirit.
a nature spirit, yeah.
What happened?
You were trapped in the spirit world.
Maybe
for
it was
24
more that he
hours.
thought they burned it down, and then when Aang explained acorns to him, he was like, "Oh, you guys didn't burn my house down."
Thank you, Avatar. If only there were a way to repay you for what you've done.
You could give us some supplies and some money.
It's one of my favorite lines in the show.
You could pay us. It's a pretty good assessment of the situation by Sokka.
And there's something else.
Oh yeah, a comet.
I
need
got
to
a
talk to
vision from a
Roku,
dragon about
and
my
I
past
think I
life.
found a way to contact his spirit.
Avatar
What are you
stuff.
gonna do?
The island is in the Fire Nation.
That is gonna be tricky. We are at war. And that's part 1!
Avatar
What a
doesn't get some sort of
cliffhanger.
diplomatic immunity?
Not with the Fire Nation, I don't think. So I think it's alright to say. All of these characters, to varying degrees, will appear in the show.
Long ago.
These
those
ones
ones
that we're
we just
seeing
saw?
here.
Okay.
But none of them as much as
Fire Nation attacked.
Avatar Roku, who is
Only the
this
Avatar,
character here.
master of all 4
Right.
elements, could stop them.
That
When
makes
the
sense.
world needed him most, he vanished.
Well, he's got some questions to answer for, so
Mhm, for sure.
that makes sense.
He's ready to save anyone. But I believe Aang can
True
save
enough.
the world.
All right, we'll hop on that bison.
This
and
whole
sketchy on over there.
this whole first scene always tickles me because it's so clearly written for like people who just came in on this episode and didn't see the last one.
Right, yeah.
Go, Appa, come on, boy.
Now, how many times have you watched this show?
Oh God. At least like 6. Many times.
Okay.
But I have to talk to Avatar Roku to find out what my vision means. I need to get to the fire temple before the sun sets on the solstice. That's today.
Gotta go, baby.
You go into the Fire Nation, Aang.
At least not without your friends. We got your back.
He likes you.
You'll have to fly fast to have any chance of making it before sundown. Good luck.
Thank you for your...
Go!
What the fuck did I just say?
Having trouble sleeping?
We did not get Iroh any clothes.
How ironic. If they were at home, he'd be coming to them.
It's true. Well, he's not allowed in the... Remember, he's banished.
Fire Nation.
Oh.
Of
Right,
all the
right,
foolish
right.
things, have you completely forgotten that the Fire Lord banished you?
Ah!
What?
I'm chasing the Avatar.
See?
My father will understand why
You're
we
right.
returned
Catching
home.
me up. Left, right, and center.
Too much credit.
His voice actor's name is Mako. He is
Okay.
unfortunately passed away now, but he's very, very good. I like him a lot.
Yeah. He rules. Man, they ride like giant fucking steel warships.
Could you shoot them
Incredible.
with something more
Dainty
fragrant?
little fan.
Incredible. And complaining about how stinky the weapons are.
Yeah, the Fire Nation's super industrialized. I think
My dude.
having control over fire helps you with that.
A blockade.
Technically, you were still in Earth Kingdom waters.
This is exactly why I didn't want you to come. It's too dangerous.
And that's exactly why we're here.
Let's run this blockade.
So we can all die?
Yeah.
Yip yip.
Great.
He's not turning around.
Please.
Just go for it. Why not?
If the
Well, that is concerning.
Zoop, zoop, zoop. No problem for ops.
He's nimbler than he looks.
Oop, that's a hit.
The engines are damaged. We need to stop and make repairs.
Do not stop this ship.
Oh, Appa. Oh boy.
He was dead weight. Can't even bend.
That fat little mother hugger. He's
He
always
loves
eating
food.
something. This is cool. This looks cool.
Yeah, to your point, I think when Aang faces things head on, it is much more clear how powerful he actually is.
Where do you think the Avatar is headed, sir?
I'm not sure, but I bet a certain banished prince will know. Let them pass.
Sir?
Passport and reason for
Yeah.
entry.
Business or pleasure? How long are you going to be in the Fire Nation?
Maybe a little close to a volcano for my liking, but
Maybe a little hot.
I think I heard something.
oh, it's 5 old men.
Guardians of the Temple of the Avatar.
Great. I am the Avatar.
We know.
Oh. Oh.
I feel like there was a miscommunication somewhere.
Sorry, didn't you just say this was my temple?
There's no telling how powerful the boy will become.
Nice. I want Aang to become crazy powerful.
Where you're going?
Nope.
Like last time I was here, I went through a ceiling, so
Dragon didn't give me the most detailed instructions past this.
tell me where the steps were.
I am a friend.
Firebenders aren't our friends.
I know why you're here, Avatar.
You do?
Yes. You wish to speak to Avatar Roku. I can
Indeed,
take you to
indeed.
him.
How?
I hope that that guy's not luring them into a trap, pretending to be their friend.
That would be rude.
Being like, come on, just step into this tunnel.
Right.
And then he, like,
Get
seals
into
it
this
up behind
box.
them. Right. Nails it closed, mails them to Timbuktu.
He formed these secret passages out of the magma.
Did you know Avatar Roku?
No, but my grandfather knew him. Many generations of
No, man, he died 100 years ago. How old do I look?
Kind of feel bad for his dad. Real boring time in Avatar Guardian history.
Yeah, yeah.
the statue of Avatar Roku. Its eyes began to glow.
That's when we were at the Air Temple. Avatar Roku's eyes were glowing there, too.
Why did the sages attack me?
Things have changed. In the past, the sages were loyal only to the Avatar. Roku died. The sages eagerly awaited for the next Avatar to return.
There's your problem, Jackson.
Yeah.
But he never.
This
My
guy's dad
got
was the
pissed
problem.
as hell.
Yeah.
We'll follow
Seems
the
like a
stairs
cool
to the
dude.
sanctuary.
Yeah.
Once you're inside, wait for the light to hit Avatar Roku's statue. Only then will you be able to speak with it.
Like, hey man, I appreciate it, but a dragon in the spirit realm already explained all
Way
this to me.
cooler
So
than you.
The sages must open the doors together with 5 simultaneous fire blasts.
5 fire blasts, huh? I think I can help you out.
that was. It's like he's in a different show. Like he has a much more Looney Tunes style book than the rest of this program.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
A little trick I picked up from my father. I seal the lamp oil inside an animal skin casing.
The sages will hear the explosion, so as soon as they go off, you rush in.
You better hoof it.
I do think Sokka's intellect is his strongest suit for how silly he is. He comes up with a good plan.
All right.
But you know, not
Oh.
always.
They're still locked!
Oh, beans. And now everybody's just going to be coming anyway.
It didn't work.
What, you think they heard?
Well, if they'll all be here, maybe we can just be like, hey,
Well, you're
you went
here.
in there. Quick, we got to open it.
Aang, stop! Sokka, you're a genius!
Wait, how is Sokka a genius?
That's
His
generous.
plan didn't even work.
You're right. Sokka's plan didn't work, but it looks like it did.
Did the definition...
Yeah, ha 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 ha.
Mm-hmm.
See, do my thing. Why?
You and Dave Filoni, right on the
We're like-
same
We're
wavelength.
like this, baby. I've said it for years. Let me help Dave with Star Wars. Let me help become his Dave to his Lucas. I'll make up a sexy alien lady that I'll be obsessed with for 20 years.
It's the Avatar's Lima. He must have crawled through the pipes. We've been tricked.
Hoodwinked. Oh, dang. Just cosmic wedgie those bad boys. Aang, you're missing the cue, my guy.
The Avatar's coming with me.
Oh,
He would love to be going.
I thought he was going to be doing something silly.
Close the
Spinning
doors.
marbles or something.
Yeah, right. Zwink!
He made it!
Nice. Yeah, uh-oh, dummies. I don't actually know how much stronger Aang's gonna be when he comes out of here, but if I was these guys, I'd be running.
It's good to see you, Aang. What took you so long?
Fair question.
I sent my dragon to find you.
Is it about that vision?
It's like, yeah,
One of the
hard to miss.
Yes.
What does it mean?
100 years ago, Fire Lord Sozin used that comet to begin the war. He and his firebending army harnessed its incredible power and dealt a deadly first strike against the other nations.
So the comet made them stronger?
Yes, stronger than you could even imagine. Sozin's comet will return by the end of this summer, and Fire Lord Ozai will use its power to finish the war.
God,
once
that guy
and
just
for
stay yoked like that? Does he just stand in a fireplace?
We'll see more of Ozai.
But I haven't even started learning water bending.
TikTok.
Not to mention earth and fire.
Mastering the elements takes years.
Yeah, it's
of
winter
discipline
solstice,
and
right? So that's like
practice.
9 months.
But if the world is to survive, you must do it by summer's end.
Oof.
A great danger awaits you at the temple. I can help you face the threat, but only if you are ready.
I feel like I should be making more jokes and stuff, but I'm really trying to take all this in.
Now, I mean, sort of the, I don't want to say exposition, but sort of the premise of the show. Like, this is the motivation for the rest of the show.
It's like Super Saiyan Aang, my favorite thing.
Is it?
Oh, shit!
This is when I would be running, personally.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, me, Zuko.
Yeah, bye.
Thanks. Where's Shayu?
I don't know.
Oh, you're a sweet kid, Aang, but we have to get the fuck out. I don't care where Shayu is.
We'll talk about all this later. Yip yip or something?
Hell yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, you are all guilty. Take them to the prison hold.
Cool justice system they got in the Fire Nation. And also 21st century America. Neat shot of the moon.
Yeah, I wonder if that'll be important later.
Are we gonna go learn on the moon?
Maybe. And that's the winter solstice.
That was pretty good.
Pretty nifty, if I do say so myself. Back to the talking view. Yeah, so I think, like I said, those are some of the more serious first episodes, and it's where we get our overarching plot regarding Sozin's comet, the comet that comes every 100 years, and which was apparently used as some kind of a weapon to start the war.
I was wondering if that's why the Fire Nation can pull fire out of nowhere, if it's like because the comet or something.
That'd be interesting if he like changed firebending sort of fundamentally in some way.
Yeah, yeah.
We also got our first look at Fire Lord Ozai, Zuko's dad, although he was wreathed in flame and shadow, so we didn't get a good look at him.
I hope that's what he always looks like. Like, I hope you walk into his office and it's like that.
That feels impractical, but I guess maybe we'll see.
Well, what kind of business does he get up to? If mostly you just bring traitors before him and he burns them up,
yeah,
it might be very
intimidation-wise, it's very handy, for sure.
Yeah.
What else? What else did we... Do you have any questions? Anything we saw that you want to talk about?
I mean, I guess the big thing that is standing out to me is that, you know, Aang was... It's not Roku. What's his name?
Roku's correct, yeah. Like the TV device.
Yeah. Aang was Roku for a minute, and I mean he had said about I know you can do it because you've done it before, and like I'm a part of you, but like I'm curious what that actually was, and like what that I have questions about what was going on there specifically.
At the end when Roku showed up, you mean?
Yeah, and just avatared the hell out of everything, and then turned into Aang at the end there.
Yeah, so this show does lean heavily into reincarnation as like a fact.
Yeah. Right.
And clearly the Avatar has been around for a hot minute based on how many statues we saw in the Southern Air Temple.
For sure, but just like as far as I know, like I don't think the Dalai Lama can just like summon up the Buddha.
No, yeah, for sure. I don't think that was a common occurrence at any rate.
So I got queries about I'm curious to see if that comes back. I'll be keeping my eye out for more Roku stuff in the future, I guess is what I'm saying.
Are there any other how do I want to phrase this? Maybe it's too early to say, but we learned about Kyoshi as well, right? She was a past Avatar. And now we have Roku. Again, I think I'm comfortable telling you that Kyoshi was the one before Roku.
Okay.
And then, the trail goes back even farther. I think this is one of the cool things about this show, though, is that this sort of lore setup, if they were to ever do another Avatar show, you can sort of pick any Avatar you want, right? You can do a show about one we've heard about. You can do a completely new character. You can do one in the future, in the past. And I think that's really interesting. So... I'll be interested in keeping my eye out for if they mention any other avatars, because they definitely mention the older ones less, but you see and hear about them every now and then.
For sure, yeah. This was a good dose of lore. I'm good to go back to some fun adventuring for a while, but I'm gonna be keeping my ears and eyes open for clues in that direction, definitely. And Comet stuff. I'm on Comet watch.
Yeah, that was pretty spooky, huh? The
Seems like we're all maybe on
that
Comet watch.
Yeah. He said 9 months till summer's end to learn all 3 of the other elements, something that takes most people a whole lifetime. So at least we'll be done pretty quick.
Aang's like Jack, though, so I'm sure he's going to be good.
All right. Well, thank you all for watching. If you've made it all the way to the end, then be sure to go to NIHF.com, because you seem like you enjoy this stuff. You can get way more of it. And yeah, just don't forget to tune in next week to watch. I'm not sticking to that, but I have nothing better.